Good morning, my name is Komal Ankush. Today I will talk about the topic NDA. NDA means non-disclosure agreement. Let's start. Non-disclosure agreement for industry-sponsored clinical trial. The sponsors or contract research organization (CRO) typically require Stanford or the PI to enter into a non-disclosure agreement (NDA) before sharing the study protocol and other proprietary documents. The NDA protects the confidential nature of the trial details, and NDA also may be referred to as a confidential disclosure agreement or confidentiality agreement. Stanford's policy allows researchers to sign NDA in their individual capacity. PIs, physician, investigator and other study team members do not have authority to sign on behalf to Stanford University. Research Management Group (IMG), Clinical Trial Contract Officer (CTCO) have designed a signature authority to negotiate and sign NDA on behalf to Stanford University. The sponsor or CRO often provides its own NDA template. However, Stanford prefers to use the Accelerated Confidential Disclosure Agreement, which a team of academic medical centers, universities, including Stanford, industry sponsors, and CROs developed to reduce time spent negotiating NDAs. Additionally, with some frequent clinical trial sponsors, Stanford use are pre-negotiated master NDAs to reduce negotiation time, protect Stanford interests, and uphold Stanford academic policies. RMG provides guidance on NDA related to clinical trial. The Industrial Contract Office provides guidance on NDA related to industrial sponsored research. The Office of Research Administration provides guidance on NDAs related to non-profit or government-sponsored projects. NDA is not related to an industry-sponsored clinical trial if the physician investigator will receive information from the sponsor or CRO that does not require distribution to other individuals. The physician investigator may sign the agreement on his or her own behalf. When the PI signs as an individual, he or she becomes personally responsible for managing the protected confidential information and should not disclose or distribute the information to anyone who has not signed a similar NDA with a sponsor or CRO. How to process an industry sponsor clinical trial NDA. If the sponsor or the CRO requires an institutional signature or on an NDA, or the PI or a department sends to either first the NDA provided by the sponsor, second an Gmail request to have a clinical trial research management group send an NDA template to the sponsor or CRO. Include the name and email address of the industry sponsor or CRO contract in the request. CT RMG confirms receipt of the documents, receive and assign the NDA to CTCO. After negotiating the NDA, the CTCO sends the NDA to the PI to sign, having read and understood his or her obligations under the NDA. The CTCO signs the NDA and returns it to the sponsor or CRO for a signature. After all parties have signed the NDA, the CTCO returns copy of the agreement to the PI with instruction on how to initiate the clinical trial study setup process. For industry-sponsored clinical trial, the sponsor or contract research organization non-disclosure agreement is not related to the industry-sponsored clinical trial.